South African game, both men and women, and they were in the same group with Nigeria in Group A alongside Ghana. I just pray that what befell the Super Falcons of Nigeria would not befall this team, because when other countries were preparing, Super Eagles were busy playing academic teams in Abuja, and you expect them to get to the global stage and get that make that overwhelming impact. It doesn't work that way. I think the NFF would have taken this team somewhere to play some international friendly matches. But anyway, what does give us hope is what we saw they did in particular when they play qualifier against Congo. At least that gives us hope that Celsius, maybe have built a teams and a solid foundation with players who are coming good from the Nigerian domestic league. So let's just hope, as a Nigerian, we have to be happy, we have to be optimistic and hope that they will win the football gold for Nigeria. Don't forget the last edition, we were not there football-wise. So this time around, I think we have to go there and get the job done.
All right, let's talk UEFA Champions League playoffs now. Louis van Gaal says that Rooney has shown that he is mentally fit after the striker netted a hat-trick in Manchester United's 4-goal win at Club Brugge in the UEFA Champions League playoff. The England striker having gone 10 games without a goal slotted home 3 times on Wednesday night as his side qualified for the Champions League group stages, 7 goals to 1 on aggregate. Van Gaal fails to play the key role in keeping Rooney's confidence up during his recent struggle for form. Let's hear him now.
Wayne has a very strong mentality, and with his level he always shall come back, and that he proved this evening. But still, it's a long way for him also for Manchester United. It's not so easy, but yeah, of course, I'm very happy for him. We need more victories like this. For the fourth time a clean sheet, and now we created a lot of chances because Brugge must come.
I am disappointed in the fact that we suffered 2 easy goals. Things that we knew. For example, the 3rd goal in Manchester, I'm disappointed because everybody was briefed about what Fellaini know.
All right, Louis van Gaal there, and Brugge's coach. Now, in all the matches, CSK progressed at the expense of Sporting Lisbon, courtesy of a 3-1 home win. Astana edged Apoel Nicosia 2 goals to 1 on aggregate, and Bayer Leverkusen swept past Lazio 3 goals to 1 on aggregate. Eddie, Louis van Gaal there, saying that Rooney has really shown that he has got the mental capacity to, to carry on. And Rooney also said he has got the mental, capacity to face his critics as well.
Would have been disrespectful. I think Rooney is a great player, and he also shows that humans, and there are some players that have a very bad day, just like a very good team.
And spells like this can happen.
It can happen. You understand? So sometimes when people criticize, because I always tell people that football, you understand, is very difficult teams, and also sometimes it's very, very unfortunate when you single a particular player for criticism, because football is teamwork. And also, I can also say that they also meet a teams that was very, very weak, that was not up to their standard, a team that were their own enemy on the night, because they created their own chances, they didn't take it. You understand? So give it to Manchester United. But don't forget, last weekend they struggled at home against Newcastle without scoring a goal. I want to see how Rooney can replicate this weekend in the English Premier League.
So you're saying that's not a good opposition?
So it's not a good opposition.
With which to judge Manchester United's...
United and when Rooney, you understand? So, and good while they are back in the Champions League, and so a team like Manchester United was very sad that they were not there last season, and let's see what they will do with the money that they spent to fortify the team.
All right. Okay, let's talk some transfer stories now. Manchester City will break their transfer record for the 2nd time this summer after finally agreeing terms with Wolfsburg over a £54 million deal for Kevin De Bruyne. One of the longest running transfer sagas of the year neared conclusion on Wednesday when the German club accepted an improved offer. It will eclipse the £49 million that City paid Liverpool for Raheem Sterling last month and take their summer spending to £150 million mark. De Bruyne has been withdrawn from Wolfsburg game at home to Schalke on Friday and is set to move to the Etihad Stadium on a 6-year contract worth £200,000 a week, Eddie.
That's
a mouth-watering one.
It's ridiculous. For me, I think it's just that the global football market is saturated. And if you ask me, there's no player that worth that amount. Just when Caribbean, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo was sold for some ridiculous amounts of money. Because
and the financial play role is...
yeah. I think UEFA does appear as a toothless bulldog because they were just saying that financial fair play have never been implemented. And that you see how this club, they keep on breaking the rules, spending money, and so you understand, you are undermining other small clubs who don't have that financial power.
And Mourinho criticized it not long ago.
Of course. You know, so it's very, very sad. I mean, for Kevin De Bruyne, but it's good for the player because it was right there with Chelsea. They failed to see that is potential.
All right, now hamstring injury stopped Blessing Okagbare from making good her promise to redeem herself in the 200 meters on Wednesday. Now with this development, Nigeria's fruitless search for medals at the World Athletics Championship continued while South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia found places on the podium as the competition entered day 5. Highlights of the major events at the Beijing IAAF World Championships on the showreel. Blessing Okagbare was missing from the starting blocks during the 200 meters women's heat at the IAAF World Championship in Beijing, China. After finishing last in the 100 meters event, Okagbare was to compete in heat 3 of the 200 meters. But the double Commonwealth gold medalist surprisingly failed to turn up for the rest, despite being on the warm-up track earlier. With the 200 meters now off the grasp of Nigeria, the chances of medals have gone further trimmer as the country now has to wait for the women's 4x400 meters and 4x100 meter relays. In the triple jump, Nigeria's Tosin Oke qualified for the final. Oke is the only African to reach the final after leaping a distance of 16.74 meters, the 6th best at the championship. He will be competing in the final against a strong field of jumpers, including favorite Pedro Picado of Cuba. Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin are up for another sprint showdown after they both progressed to the finals of the 200 meters. Bolt, who beat Gatlin to retain his 100 meters title at the Bird's Nest last Sunday, got out of the blocks and led for the entire race, easing up over the final 15 meters across the line in 19.95 seconds.
Just a great time. It's going to be a good run. I think overall it should be a tough run, but I'm looking forward to it. It's my favorite event and I want to win, so that's my focus. As I told you guys, I need runs, and the 3 rounds of the 100 meters got me some runs, and then yesterday got me into better shape. So the more I run, the more better I'm going to feel, the smoother I'm going to look. So it's all about the rounds, Richard. Do you still love the media?
Gatlin was more dominant in the semi-finals, maintaining his form through the line to win 19.87 seconds. Heaven Jeb Komoy maintained Kenya's monopoly of the 3,000 meters steeplechase as it proved to be tougher than all her rivals in a hard-fought final lap to win the world title. Wade Van Niekerk beat reigning champion Lyon Merritt of the United States and ran the fastest 400 meters since 2007 to become the first South African to win the World Championship sprint title in 43.48 seconds. All right, Eddie, highlights of the championships there in Beijing. Let's talk about Blessing Okagbare very briefly. Yesterday didn't show up for the 200 meters.
Yeah, AFM just came out with a story that he picked up injury while trying to warm up, and it's very sad. It shows you the ineptitude of not just AFM but the Nigerian Sporting National Sport Commission, because this young woman has indeed been a blessing for Nigeria. But after Blessing Okagbare, what next? A country of over 160 million people. How many athletes do we have? So it's very, very sad.
All right, let's talk about other stories now. Nigeria have advanced to the quarterfinals of the 2015 Afro Basketball Championship after trouncing Mozambique 83 to 47 points. The Mozambicans never posed any serious threat at all as the Tigers led the match from start to finish. Other round of 16 matches saw Senegal beat debutants Uganda 79 to 48 points, while Gabon edged Cape Verde 77 to 67 points. Nigeria will next play Gabon in the quarterfinals. On Thursday, that's today, other quarterfinal fixtures will see host Tunisia play Mali, Egypt take on Angola, and Senegal will play the winner of the round of 16 duel between Cameroon and Angola. AD, Nigeria has reached final on 3 occasions. What are our chances this time?
For now, I want to see when they get to the semi-final first, because the competitions appear to be very, very elusive for Nigeria. We have never won it, but if they get to the semi-final, they stand a chance of playing the playoff for the Olympic proper 2016 in Brazil. So I just pray that they will make a mark. All
right, Eddie Achibong, thank you very much indeed for coming. And that's it on the Sports Show today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.
That was TVC Sports Center.
No, just one.